Well, here I am standing in front of my new airplane. Well, I've been dreaming of this for a long time, and finally it's coming to reality. Okay, well, hopefully you can hear me. We'll see what the audio is like. This is my new airplane, Challenger 2, on Amphibious boats. I just purchased it, and today is the 6th of July. 2 days after the 4th of July, happy 4th, my American friends, and the 1st of July, which is Canada Day. Happy Canada Day, my Canadian friend. So, what I'm doing right now is going over the aircraft. I've pulled the doors off of it. I've done a few things already, but I've decided I'm going to start recording and start my video log. It's very dirty, dusty, needs to be washed, especially the wings. There's bird junk all over it, and you can name it. But what I'm going to be doing next is scary, but I'm going to test the fabric on the wings. Now, hold on to that thought. I have a fabric tester, and, well, apparently this is supposed to withstand up to 10 pounds pressure or more. Well, I don't know how well calibrated this thing is, so I'm going to set this O-ring to about the 9-pound mark. If this little tip punches through the cloth, it's a fail. So, let's keep our fingers crossed and see what happens. Now, according to the instructions, I need to test 6 to 10 inches up from the trailing edge. Well, let's see what happens. Push down on this very slowly. Well, that survived. It didn't go through. Okay, I've relocated to another point. I need to test at least 2 or 3 points. So, give this a shot. So far, so good. It made a little dimple, which will work itself out. I'm happy. That's one wing. Now let's test the other wing. 2 places. 6 to 10 inches up from the trailing edge. That passed. Now over here. Passed with flying colors, actually. Very good. Very good. Now the tail feathers. Let's see. All right. Let's see. It passed. Why there? Very good so far. I'm looking like I don't have to do any recovering. it makes a little dimple that will come out. Last one. Well, if some of you think that this is a gentle test, I'm going to push it into my hand just to the mark. Ah, that hurts. And I don't know if you can see that, but I left a dimple in my palm. It's a pretty harsh push. It's pretty sharp. The cloth survived. The airplane does not need to be recovered. That is good. I'm happy. I'm very, very happy. Okay. Let's put the tube away for now. So, modifications to this airplane. Modifications. This opening here, pardon me while I step over, the space between the back or the seat and here, well, how do I put this mildly? I like my pasta and pizza and beer. Probably more than I should. And although I know I can squeeze my way in here, no. There is a modification to these because this has been a very big complaint from a lot of bigger people. And the modification essentially takes this windshield, cuts it down along here, puts a hinge on there, and makes this open. So this portion, it would just completely open up the front cockpit. So the pilot, that being me, can actually get in and out. That's one modification that is absolutely a must before the engine on this thing is ever fired up again. Now, the engine on this thing has been sitting for about 6 years. It was apparently fogged, and I could tell it was. There is definitely the preservative oil is inside here, but this Rotax 503 has about 130 hours on it, according to the Hobbs, which is the same amount of air time on the airframe. So it's a very low time airframe, and it was built in 2004. It is right now 2020. So 16 years and only 130 hours on it. Not a lot. But that being said, the engine is going to be removed and torn down. There's a little thing like these rubber pieces here are all falling apart. As you can see here, it's all crumbly. That's just some of the rubber pieces. There's more, all over the place. The engine mounts as well, they're rubber, and I'm going to replace those. Essentially, all rubber items on here are going to be replaced. The engine is going to be removed. It's going to be inspected, then cleaned and reassembled. The prop is going to be replaced. This is a wooden prop, and I am going to change it to a 3-blade composite that's ground adjustable so that I can fine tune it for a little more thrust to get the plane off the water because it's on floats. I'm going to lose top end speed, but hey, this is a low and slow airplane meant for enjoying the ride. So what if it only tops out at 70, 75 miles an hour? Big deal. It'll get off the water quicker. That's what I want. That's what I'm really looking for. Get off the water quicker. Make those landings in those fishing spots. And So there is some work to be done to this airplane. This is the first installment, episode number 1 of the Canadian bushcraft backwoods something other. I ain't ever figured that out yet. Because I do like to camp, and I am definitely going to be taking this aircraft into the backwoods, landing on lakes, fishing, setting up a tarp or a tent, and do a bit of camping out there, old school style, bushcraft, you know, under a tarp. Unless the bugs are bad, in which case I'll bring a screen-in tent because damn, I don't like the mosquitoes. And I don't really want to use DEET on everything. So yeah, those episodes will be much, much longer than this one. This one is going to be really short. It's an introductory episode. And it's going to be, they are going to be a adventure. Adventure, flying, camping, cooking over an open fire, cooking over a gas stove or whatever too, sometimes, if it's raining. Because this is a float plane, I'm going to make darn sure that everything on here is waterproof enough that if it rains on me while I'm out there, who cares? So I get a little bit wet. Yeah. If it ain't raining, you ain't training. Of course, depending on I'm not training anymore. I'm retired from the military. You know, being a veteran does have its benefits. One of them saying is that I can say I've been there and done that, so I don't need to do it again, unless I wanna. And oddly enough, sometimes I wanna. Go figure. So, this is my airplane. The reason I came down here specifically was to check the wings, check the coverings, and they are in good shape. They are in very good shape. That's good. My next step is to pull this windshield off, pull the nose cone off, because the battery is behind this nose cone, and you can't really get at it from the backside. And I wasn't the builder of this aircraft. The pitot tube was broken off. It's off the front nose. It's busted, so I got to replace the pitot tube. Again, like I said, modify the windshield so that it has that opening on both sides, so that when I dock. The other thing is the doors on here, and here are the doors, by the way. They're just simple aluminum tubing with plexiglass pop riveted to it. There's no door holder mechanism for these when you open up the door. So the guy put on he put a magnet on the door and a magnet on a steel plate on the wing, and I don't like that. So I'm going to be putting hydraulic shocks on there so that then when you open up the door, it'll hold it open, and then when you close the door, it'll hold it closed. There's a way to do that. It's actually quite simple, just how you make the cam. So, there's modifications being done to this airplane, and the next few video logs are going to be me documenting the drilling of the rivets, the removal of parts, the cleanup of things, the discovery of other things. Cleanup, especially. These wings, damn. One thing I was looking at possibly installing wing tanks, but only if the wing coverings failed. They didn't fail. So I'm not going to be putting wing tanks on until I have to recover the wings, which might be several years from now. I have a plan of how to increase the range. There's a 10-gallon fuel tank in here, gives me 2 hours of flight time. Not quite enough. I have a plan on how to double that capacity without putting it in the wings, and I'm pretty sure most of you people will know what I'm talking about, but you'll see when I put them on. So, yeah, a lot of work to do, awful lot of work to do. Today was just a quick visit, and I guess the first video log. Of course, if this really sucks, don't tell me. Lie. Tell me it was really good. Like, oh, you're perfect. Oh, yeah, man, more like that. We love it. Oh, we want more. That's what I want to hear. Yeah, let the trolls loose. So, yeah, follow along with me. It's going to be an adventure. This is the start of it. There's a lot to go on. Yes, I live in Canada. and I have access to 100,000 lakes. I am in the province of Manitoba, by the way. We're right in the middle of the country. And the hangar here is just on the outskirts of the city of Winnipeg. So from here to the lake country where I can find 100,000 places to land a float plane is about a 45-minute flight. 1 hour flight at the most. But like I said, with a 2-hour duration, that leaves me no reserve. And if you're pushing a wind on the way home after your camp out, no. So it's one of the first things to be put on here, other than the windshield modification, one of the first things will be extra fuel. It's going to need it. And rod holders, which will be mounted underneath the wings. And I'm going to buy some toy machine gun parts, plastic stuff, and I'm going to glue it to it. And I'm gonna make it look like I got machine guns on the struts, the rod holders. You need 2 rod holders. Gonna get to balance it out, right? In case you have a buddy, well, goes fishing with you. But yeah, make it look like machine guns. And boy, are some people gonna get freaked over that. He's got machine guns. So yeah, it'd be funny, especially if they thought they were real. It'd be even funnier. Stay tuned. It's gonna be an interesting ride. I hope. I really do hope. All right, that's it for now. I'm going to sign off. Take care. God bless. And keep your stick on the ice. Bye.